Hi trader, this is Mario Forex Other Way, the channel for traders with an out-of-box approach to trading. The story goes that JP Morgan, one of the richest guys in the first half of the 20th century, once famously said that millionaires don't need astrologers, but billionaires do. You probably already know that W.D. Gunn was using astrology with great success. I don't recommend you to base your trading decisions on planetary positions or aspects, as they are called. It would be rather a reckless idea, my friend. But as you might have seen in some of my previous videos, some astronomical events might be very useful as a filtering tool in your trading. In today's video, I'd like to share with you how to make some basic settings of your astrolog software, where you can spot the major astronomical events happening on a given date. So don't waste the time, let's start the rock and roll. If you haven't heard about Astrolog yet, this is a very simple software, existing by the way already for 30 years. Very small as a size, but extremely efficient for traders' needs. So you can download it from the web on astrolog.org. Here's the address, and you can quickly install it. It is free of charge and very safe for your system, so don't worry, there is no viruses whatsoever. They are not stealing data from you and so on. So this code is available at GitHub as well, so you might see the whole code if you know anything about it. The new Astrolog version is a version 7.30, as you can see in front of you. So from the main page we go to download section and you see there are quite a few download options. Let me go over there. There's a download option. So you got 730 Astrolog for Windows with different versions, 32-bit, 64-bit, XP, Windows command line, blah blah. Even you can go to, there are some older versions here. You got Macintosh version as well, Spanish Astrolog. You might check it. So the only thing you have to do, you have to download the version you require. I got already my version installed. The installing is very simple. You just click one of these, it will download somewhere here, and that's it. So my Astrolog version, which I've got here, is 7.1, but it doesn't make any difference. It's exactly the same for our needs, for the traders' needs. It's absolutely enough. You don't need to do anything. Important is to know how to change the default settings on Astrolog, so don't waste the time. Let's do it in that way. So you got already Astrolog installed. Probably over here it will show you a default location, which is, as far as I remember, is New York Western 5 West zone, so-called, is just 5 GMT plus 5. So in order to change it, we have to find the file which contains all the default settings, because you can change all settings over here. So you can change it to heliocentric, for example, as right now I did it. You can change the restrictions of the planets and so on. So here you can do it by hand, for example. So you can tick Mercury, Venus, and Mars. You can restrict them. So if you do this that way, it will show you only the Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, and all these planets. So, but every time you open Astrolog, it will show you the default settings, and in this case it wouldn't be that easy to work it out, because it's plenty of planets over there. For example, I restricted Pluto, as Pluto is a planet which is moving 260 and something years, is one cycle, so there is no need For our purposes, at least you won't calculate some longer dates, but I don't find it useful. Pluto, in generally, a slow-moving planet like Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and Jupiter, they'll show you, they may show you only some very major changes and the time when the change occurs. In case of some planetary movements, it might last for months, for example. So transit of Saturn and Uranus, as you can see over here, from 1988. This Friday, July 1st, 1988, this first day the DAX share index was quoted, German DAX index. So that transition occurred for a very, very long time. But anyway, let's go back to the subject. So in order to change your settings, your default settings on Astrolog, you have to go to, usually Astrolog installs as default, it installs on drive C. So I've got it drive C. You can see there's a folder called Astrolog. If you installed your Astrolog folder somewhere else, just go over there and open this folder. And it shows you a lot of files, and whichever you try to open, it will show you all different things, and I'm not sure whether you can cope with that. So first thing first, what we have to do, we have to find the Astrolog file, which is called astrolog.as. Astrolog.as. But we haven't got prefixes here. We got all astrologs here. We don't know which one is astrolog.as. So in order to find it out, you have to change the folder options in that way that you go to the view. There's the view over here. And you go to options. Here are the options, the folder options. And you go over here. The view is the view. Yeah, that's the one. And what do you have to do? You have to find over here a line called, just let me find it. It's the line over here. It's saying hide prefixes of known types of files. You have to untick it in this way and apply. And now you see over here, we got that file. It's file called astrolog.as. So once again, you go to views, options, you click options, you go view, and go over here at the line hide file extensions or file types. You just untick this one and apply. So in this way you got astrolog.as. When we press it, when we double click it, it opens as usual as Astrolog with today's date and all the default settings, which is not good. It's not what we are looking for. We want to edit this file. In order to edit it, you right click over here and you go to open with Notepad. This is the Notepad. You open the Notepad and here we go. We got all the settings. We've got all the settings over here. And as you can see, there's a lot of lines. It seems pretty complicated. Probably here, the first line is the zone you are in. Default time zone. Yeah. So default time zone, I've got it set at 1 East, 1 hour before GMT East, so east of GMT, which is actually over its Central European time where I'm actually in. So as you can see, that's the one. It says zone 1E. In order to change it, for example, you want to change it into New York time, you will do it as 5 West, because New York time is 5 GMT West. We do W, and now we have to save this file. So save. You can press Ctrl S, as you can see over here. So you have to save it. Now it's saved. Now let me show you. I will open Astrolog again. And here we go. It says zone for ST, Standard Time, zone 5 West, which at the moment in New York is 8:02 a.m. But also, we've got here, I got it Krakow.pl, the place where I'm actually living in. You can change it in the same way. You go over here, and this is under ZJ, current moment now. You can change it to New York, York, USA. And again, I press Ctrl S. I'm saving it. Have to close it. And when I open again my astrolog, it will say over here 8:03 a.m. Standard Time Zone 5 West, New York, USA. And it gives you all the details, geographical latitude and longitude over here. By default, it just changes by default. So now the next thing, you probably will see a lot of planets here. So let me show you how you can change the planets. The planets here are, where are they? Over here. Default restrictions. What I've got here is the first one. It shows the planets. Number 1 says the planet is restricted. 0, it means that the planet will show up on your astrolog. So at the moment, the first one, we are starting from the sun. The sun, the moon, no, sorry, the sun, the earth, the moon. Let me just check it. Okay, so here we got the moon. The third one is the moon, because I got the moon restricted. Let's restrict this one as well. I'll show you. I put 1 instead of 0. I save it, Ctrl S again, and I open astrolog again, and we will see what did we change over here. Oh, the sun disappeared. There is no sun over here. You see? The sun disappeared. Now let's close it. I put the sun back again. As I did, is over here. So I put 0 instead of 1. Ctrl S, saving it. And when we open astrolog, look, the sun appeared again. In this way, we can restrict some other planets. Let's restrict some more, just to show you what you can do with that. Last 3 ones. So this is Neptune. I make Neptune 1, Uranus 1, Saturn 1, Jupiter 1, and Ctrl S again, saving it again. And when we open it, we will get only the fast-moving planets up to Mars. The Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. The other ones disappeared from our settings. So I'll put it back if you don't mind. So I put Jupiter, we got Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These guys are back in town at the moment. Ctrl S, I'm saving it. I didn't work out all these default transit restrictions is the same way. The default aspect orbs you can change over here. Max planetary aspects, just don't touch it at the moment. Obviously you can use astrolog in the future. I use astrolog, I tell you what I do. What I usually do, when I've got calculated some reversal points, let me show you this one right now. So when I've got calculated my dates using the methodology I teach on my private tutorial sessions, my students, if you are interested, you can find the details. Send me an email, you'll find below this video. So when I've got a date calculated, like, let's say anyone, like this one, or even this one, this is the all-time high, by the way. on gold. So when I've got this date calculated like that, over here, I go to astrolog and I check astrolog, obviously, how it behaved at that date, and it was August 2020. So I go back to August 2020. Here we go, August. This is August 9, this is 3 days earlier. So I check it 7-6. I checked for aspects which correspond to this. The aspect of the gold change was obviously Venus was just changing the zodiac, like you can see, was entering into Cancer. Over here, as you see, on 7th Venus entered. So I check for such events, and obviously here you could see it, the reversal occurred exactly on 7th. The market changed direction. It started the beginning of this downswing on gold, or just the price reversed from this all-time high. Obviously this line, as you can see, they are not all precise, it's just very raw projection. There are methods of filtering these signals, like this one is a very nice one, this one is okay. There's quite a few of them which are working, this one. But it's not the subject of today's video, so I hope this helped you somehow. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.